Are you one of those people who feel that networking is a waste of time and money? So you don't go networking because you feel that when you go, you don't get sales, you don't get leads. Maybe you're uncomfortable. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to strike up a conversation. You don't know how to maintain a conversation. That's quite difficult for many. I hear that all the time. So in this video, I just wanted to talk with you as I'm on my way to my next appointment. Come with me for the drive and let's chat about networking. I've heard people say that networking is overrated. And networking is not just attending an event that is held at a certain time in a certain venue over drinks, over food, a room full of just business owners. Networking, in fact, is anywhere you go where you are able to share, talk about what you do, how you help people through your products and services. That could be your church. That's networking. At the grocery store, at the library. Say you're hanging out with your kids at the library and you just happen to get in a conversation with someone and you talk about what you do. That's networking. What else? Maybe you're at, like an amusement park in the summertime. You're hanging out with your kids and, you're standing there waiting for them to get off the ride. That's networking. You just happen to get in a conversation with somebody else. That's networking. Networking is not exclusive to just a particular event where you got to dress up, you got to pay some money, there's food and drinks. That's one form of networking. Yes, the most common form of networking, but that's just one form of networking. And so, you tell me, have you ever got business out of just being, say, at the grocery store, in the line at the grocery store, the checkout counter, or at a McDonald's? Maybe, you're at a restaurant hanging out with your kids, or you're, when the conversation strikes up and you got some business just out of being somewhere, one would say at the right place at the right time. Comment, let me know in the chat if that's you. You got business, not in a formal networking event, but just by being somewhere, at church, at your kids' play at school. Let me know in the chat. And I think too many times business owners, especially those that are just starting out, you put too much emphasis on what networking should look like and what you think networking is, or putting it in some sort of a box, thinking that networking is just something that happens, in the evenings or at some sort of a breakfast with only business owners. So if you change your mindset, change your perspective, maybe you may start networking better. You have to know how to network strategically. Inside my program, I teach business owners how to network strategically, gaining results immediately. If you're just going to networking events and standing off in the corner, not really talking to anyone, what do you expect to get out of that? Or you're spending time with business owners that are not referral partners. They're not likely to do business with you or refer you, but you're spending a ton of time with them at that networking event. Well, you're not going to benefit from networking. You have to know who your ideal customer is, your ideal client. Look for that person in the room and spend time with that individual. Or referral partners, I mentioned that earlier. Identifying your referral partners. So what does that mean? A referral partner is someone that's in the same industry as you, but they just offer different services. For example, let's just say you're in the home improvement business. Your referral partners would be a plumber, a painter, a carpenter, right? Let's just say you're a painter. Your ideal client would be a carpenter. Your ideal client would be a kitchen and bathroom remodeler. You see what I'm saying? Know who your ideal customer is, but also know who your referral partners are and look for them when you are at a networking event. You will have a higher chance of landing business, whether right away or soon after, because you guys know how to collaborate. You guys know how to speak the language. You know what you're looking for. You know how to refer each other because you're in the same industry. As opposed to spending, if the event is an hour and you spent like 30 minutes out of that time talking to someone that is not in your industry and is not likely to refer you or your services. Like, why waste time? And finally, maybe you don't know what to say. You don't know what to strike up a conversation or even maintain the conversation. Inside my program, we teach this. I actually have a template that you can grab, 21 networking questions that I've created in a PDF template that you can grab. It's for free. I'll throw that in the description of this video, or comment the word networking questions and I'll send that straight to your DM. But yeah, that's something I find very common. A lot of business owners, when they go to networking, they don't know what to say. They don't know how to hold down a conversation, maintain that conversation so that it's an actual constructive, productive conversation. So every time you go networking, you should be sharing value, the value of what you do, how you help people. But most of all, what I would say is this: you want to listen to the other person. It's not all about you. Yeah, you're there to make connections and hopefully get some sales. But guess what? That doesn't happen in the first event that you go to. It may not happen the first couple of events that you go to. Networking is about building and developing relationships. So you want to make it about the other person. Ask about them. What do they do? How do they help people? What are the challenges that they have in their business? Maybe in this market right now, how has their business, or is their business impacted by, tariffs maybe, or, how's the economy or inflation impacted their business? Let the person talk about themselves. I've seen so many times, I attend a networking event and the person just talks about themselves, and I barely get a chance to say what I do or even to talk about how I can possibly help them. And that's actually a way I can help them, is to teach them how to network strategically, so that it's not all about you. You're not making it all about yourself. It's about the other person. You're developing a relationship. Relationship is a two-way street. So you want to give the other person an opportunity to talk about what they do. Everyone likes to talk about what they do. That's just human nature. We like to talk about what we do. And so if you give the other person that chance to talk about themselves and how they help people and what they do and how they can possibly help you or your clients, then guess what? There's a high chance that they're going to turn around and give you the same courtesy. This will help to build rapport, develop that relationship, allow the person to feel comfortable talking to you, talking with you, and they themselves will want to learn more about you. All right, so there's so much more I can share with you on that, but I just wanted to share those little tidbits with you. Networking is a waste of time and money if you're not doing it strategically. You got this.